Work done by Jahan Ara. Apart from this, he built many mosques and also built a baradari at the Dargah of Hazrat Moinuddin Chishti in Ajmer. Dr. Roma tells that when she came to the Dargah, she had the idea of building this baradari, a palace with 12 doors. He also built many gardens. Regarding the Jama Masjid of Agra, Roma says, the special thing about it is that it has a room for women for worship. The second important thing is that there is an inscription in Farsi on the main door, praising Jahan Ara, his spirituality and his purity like a Mughal emperor. It is like reading an ode. He told that Jahan Ara is the first Mughal princess to make a public place for women. He said that he had got the Begum's garden built in Sahibabad across the Yamuna, adjacent to Delhi. In this place was reserved for women, but days were also reserved so that they could freely visit the garden and enjoy its beauty. Dr. Roma says that in the Mughal period, women, despite all their virtues, have disappeared from the pages of history and are being enforced more strictly than during Akbar's time. Even their names are not disclosed. Perhaps even Jahan Ara was aware of this. So when she mentions her great-grandmother, i.e. Jahangir's mother and Akbar's wife, she says that she comes from a Hindu family. I don't know what her real name is, but we know her by her title, and then she says that she is the most respected woman in the harem. That's why in history we see names like Begum ki Sarai, Begum ke Bagh, Begum ke Mahal, Begum ke Bath. Dr. Rahima further said that Begum's Dulhan in Ajmer is also a link to this. She says that, wherever Badshah was leaving his mark, where Ara was also leaving her mark, be it Ajmer, Agra or Delhi. Dr. M. Wasim Raja told that she was a follower of Kashmir's Sufi saint Mullah Badakshi and believed in Chishti along with Qadariya. At one point of time, she wanted her family to have links with the Qadri order.
Jahan Ara's politics. Jahan Ara understood politics only when he saw Nur Jahan in the palace. She was very impressed with him, so she says that when Nur Jahan was sitting in the archives, she asked, "Will you read all this? This is too much." Nur Jahan replied, "We read so much every day. If we don't read, then how will we know what is happening in the state? Zil Elahi wants me to read everything carefully and tell him if anything is wrong." Dara and I leaned forward a little more in excitement. Dara asked what could be wrong. So he looked at me and said, "The time has come for you to learn how the affairs of the state are run." He picked up and opened a roll which contained the report of the governor of Bengal. He wrote that due to famine in the Parganas, no tax could be collected from the farmers. We were wondering what is wrong with it.
He picked up another roll and said that this is the report of our spy in Bengal, in which it is said that the governor has collected tax from the farmers and he wants to keep the revenue with himself on the pretext of famine. Earlier, Jahan Ara tells how Nur Jahan used to have the royal seal and the paper on which she put it became the emperor's decree.
So we see that when Jahan Ara's mother died, His status was elevated to such an extent that he was even given a royal seal. Quoting Badshah Nama, Zia-ud-Din Ahmed wrote that, when Yamin-ud-Dawla Asif Khan went on a campaign to Balaghat to wake up Muhammad Adil Khan in 1631–32, he took the royal seal of the emperor before his departure. Presented in front until the prime minister did not come where she was with Ara, and she kept stamping the royal decrees. After Nur Jahan, he had seen his mother also doing this work, but at the age of 17 to 18, such an important responsibility is no less than the post of a prime minister. Although she was supporting Prince Dara, but still her prestige in the eyes of Aurangzeb did not diminish. However, his sister Roshanara was annoyed with him, and she went against him to Aurangzeb and spoke ill of him, but when his father Shah Jahan died, he called Jahan Ara to him and again gave her the title of Padshah Begum, on which Roshanara became even more irritated. However, this post remained with her till his death in 1681. When she fell ill and was on her deathbed, she asked that her grave be near the shrine of the Sufi saint Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya, and the share she said for her tomb is written on his tomb, and it is as follows: do not cover my tomb with anything other than vegetables, because this grass is enough for the tomb of the poor. She used to call herself poor, left the world without a tomb.